We are currently on a road trip from Western Australia to far north Queensland. So far, we've crossed over through the dry centre of the country and spent a few days on the Coal Coast and in the Daintree rainforest. Now it's finally time to head inland again and go metal detecting. The Palmer River Goldfields are one of Australia's richest gold areas. My mate Matt was happy to catch up with us and he showed us around.
We had a couple of weeks at the Palmer River. We were able to do some detecting on Matt's leases as well.
Yeah, stayed at Matt's camp on his mining lease. He's got a good little shack there.
There was some other people up there already when we arrived.
Yeah, Matt had some visitors. Everyone was good, everyone got along.
Yeah.
They were just a couple of Matt's followers like that.
That's right, yeah.
Good blokes.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's just friendly.
Gotta stay up there.
Yeah, he said just stay here, go for a text. So
three-seater buggy up there, which we could use.
You just meet someone, they're like, yeah, stay here, like, use the buggy, like, it's top bloke, yeah.
We wouldn't have had a chance to get to many places without the buggy. The terrain was very hilly with steep climbs. I actually found it a little scary in places and wasn't game enough to drive us up there myself. It almost felt like a roller coaster ride through the rugged hills of the Palmer River area. Clint and I got up early in the mornings to head out into the wild country to swing our metal detectors, always on the hunt for gold.
And that was where I found my first bit of gold in Queensland.
Ah, yes.
There you go, guys. So we've finally got a bit of time to do a bit of detecting. So we're on a mate's place on one of his MLs. He said we could have a go. Chrissy's not far, but we just got a little murmur. Just a slight change in the tone. We'll have a bit of a scratch and see if it improves. Hopefully, my first bit of Queensland gold. Well, I'll crank that up and have a listen. Oh, we definitely got a target. Tell you what, these bloody march flies up here. Oh, it is a bit. You ripper. Oh, that bastard just got me on the neck. My first bit, Queensland gold. You beauty. Definitely looks bigger than the stuff I've been finding WA lately. Yeah, I'll take that any day. Just where it's been scalloped out in this little runoff branch, and it's just exposed a bit more stuff. Oh, we'll see if there's any more.
Yeah, it's been rough going. It's very hot and steamy, as you can see. The march flies, I've probably had about 10-15 bites so far. It's only early in the morning, but they are very aggressive and they know when you're busy digging a hole, and yeah, they just try to get you in the face as well. The flies in WA, they are very annoying. They are numerous as well, but they don't bite, at least. These march flies, I swell up or get massive welts on the bites. Just something we gotta deal with. And also I'm wearing long jeans, although it's super hot, but that's at least a little bit of a protective layer from getting bitten. I got bitten about 50 times a day, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, we had jeans on, and as soon as you kneel down to dig some gold, they all like just go straight to your face. Like,
they know you're busy with your hands, and then
you got your hat on, so they're like trying to bite you under the just under the hat. They're horrendous. They're evil, and they seem to like Chrissy more than me.
Yes, unfortunately.
And you must be a bit allergic to them because you start welting up.
It's not much fun being in marchfly country and trying to find some gold, and yeah, it's just not the time of the year to be out there.
We can only do a few hours in the mornings, and it's just too humid, hot.
Yeah.
Storms like the EMI. Oh, we've got another signal, but it's a bit deeper. Like all the stuff's sort of washed up here, so it could be trash. gotta dig it and have a look. I haven't done this filming for a while, sorry guys, a bit out of practice. Bear with me. Somewhere here. There's a lot of stuff washed up here, so generally where your rubbish ends up. If it is gold, I'm liking it. I've got the 5,000 out. I've just been used a bit more lately with the new Nugget Finder Evo 2 coil. They're pretty good. Good on the fine stuff, and you can punch deeper than a 6,000. So I've gone back to 5 for a little while. And I still swap, and when this gets too heavy, I'll grab the 6, but yeah, I'm starting to like this one again. Hopefully we get down to the hard and the noise is still there, then not down to the hard yet. It can't be much further. We'll just wave the magnet over it. Don't think it's magnetic. A good start. Can't see any gold. What's that thing? Oh, here we go. It's the button. Non-magnetic. Just a bit of from the old timers. Yeah, I thought it looked a bit deep, and where rubbish would sort of collect. Oh, keep going.
That is exciting. First piece of gold for the day, and it was quite loud. Not very deep at all. I've only just hopped into this little drain here. Now a nice little flat piece of gold. Very nice. Luckily it's half burnt here. That looks like pig diggings up here. Yes. Massive big pig diggings everywhere. Yeah, when you see it like that, they do cause a lot of damage. And yeah, we see their fresh hoof prints down in the creeks. There's still a bit of water left here and there. They are numerous out here. But yeah, I'm glad I got this one here for about, oh, let's say 30 March fly bites at this stage. Going for a wee out here is not much fun. Can't recommend it. Look how many of them. Always in the face as well.
I'm feeling a bit energetic first thing in the morning. I just move a couple of these bigger rocks out of the road and see if there's another target underneath. But apart from that, I'm pretty much done in this little section. I've been over that other washed out bit, and everywhere else is too deep. So we'll do that and then we'll move on. If I didn't get a bit of gold just there, I wouldn't be bothering doing this. But we'll see. Could be his mate down here. He's surprised the rock this big. You move them when you're going that much deeper. Makes sense, doesn't it? Oh. Oh, we'll give that a go. Straight away. I actually didn't think I'd find anything under it, but it could be rubbish still. Just starting to get down to the hard now. And it's out. Chrissy must be close, I can hear detected playing up. Ho 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 ho! Look at that. That is well worth moving the rocks. Have a look at that. Well worth moving that little pile of rocks. Definitely pays for it. Oh, we've still got a little bit of ground to cover down there. We'll have another look. What a ripper. Oh, you beauty. Wouldn't believe it. We've got another target down here. Just a faint signal. I've lost it. My guess is that was just a bit of steel stuck to the magnet. Oh well, we got two out of that little spot, which is one of them not bad size, so it's good. Oh, we'll go to the next spot. We'll see if we can find another good little pocket like that.
I just want to give you an example of the targets I'm looking for. Since I'm detecting up the bank here as well as the main creek. March lice. Yes, I sort of swing the coil like this. Up on both banks, back down into the main, and yeah, up on the other side as far as it's possible. And I had a little bit of a scratch here. That was a hot rock, which is down here somewhere. But now, listen to this one. Sounds very interesting. Ow! In the hand. Oh, so itchy. Yeah, unfortunately, the soil is a bit orange here. I reckon it'll just be that. Oh, hang on. Maybe not noisy ground. Sounds like an actual target in here. Come on. Please let it be gold. Oh, yes. It is a nice nugget. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, yeah, that's the sort of spot where I was finding pieces of gold in the last couple of days. Up higher on the bank. Beautiful. At least, March lice. At least a 3 gram, I'd say. Maybe 2.5. Nice. So yeah, I'm slowly running out of gully area here, but definitely I'll also concentrate on this side of the slope now and see if I can get any more targets. But yeah, definitely as far as it goes, I'll be on my way up and then have a closer look on the slopes here. Nice. Beautiful Palmer River Gold.
I'm still in that little section. That's where I got those two. I got another, I didn't film it, I got 2 little ones just here, so I thought before I go I'll just do a little test. I'll just move those boulders there, see if there's a colour under it. If there is, then I've got a little bit of work ahead of me. But that's about where gold should be. It's all scalloped out, so there's a good chance of getting a few bits in there. So I'll just have a break and then move some rocks.
Very strange. Have a look at this sidewall in here. That's odd. Heaps of shells in one spot. It's incredible how these creatures survive the long and dry season here, and then everything comes back to life as soon as the rain starts. Pretty amazing.
Oh, I've had a little break, let the sweat dry out a little bit. It's nice and cool with the breeze. Now I'll make some more sweat, move these rocks. Hopefully we get another signal under it. Like I said, I wouldn't bother if there wasn't, if I can get a few bits of gold already. But I have, so there could be a good one hiding under here. We'll move a few and find out. Oh. Just about getting that coil as close to the ground as you can, so all these are in the road. Hope there's no snakes under them.
Clint put some serious effort into this little section of the creek, and I'm honestly amazed by this method and how it helped him get more and more gold in this spot.
Oh, that might be good enough. We'll just give that a go. There is a slight noise there. It's not much. It is something. And there's still a fair bit of ground cover here, like small rocks. That should be enough to see if it improves. Oh yeah. That's what we want to hear. There's actually still quite a lot of depth here. Please still be in there. There it is. Oh. It is a bit of gold. Oh. Busted me radio. It's another little bit. It wasn't on the hard bottom like I thought it would be. It's sort of caught up in the clay. Well, I might just move a few more rocks seeing as I'm here. Hopefully we get a few more pickers like that. I'll see you on the next dig.
So after flogging myself up this gully here, I thought I'd take the shortcut back down to the buggy. I'm swinging along. I've lost it already here. Screaming target. I'm like, oh, I'll at least have a look. At least have a look what it is. That's what it is. Big sunbaker here. Baked into the ground. Boah. Unreal. How nice. Just as I was about to head off, and then I get the biggest one for the day. And how sharp this is. Definitely broke off something. Yeah, nice. Can't complain about that. Going very well out here for us today. Nice, rough, specie. Beautiful.
Nature's noises change depending on the area, and the concert we witnessed here was definitely something different. Cicadas are the loudest insects in the world.
Alright, stacked all the rocks up, push them ones that way. So we'll have a good run with the calls through there now and see if we get any more targets. I might just have a sit down for 5 minutes after that, and then we'll have another go. And hopefully there's a few more of those little pickers, well, hopefully there's a good one in there, but hopefully there's something. Signal improved a bit. I'd say it's still fairly deep or small. There you can go up here. A bit of a spider web next to you there, right? See you down there? Yeah. Oh, come here. Hopefully that's screaming now. Oh shit! Good stuff. Hang on, turn this music down. From that slight murmur that you could hardly hear, we got this nice specie. Look at that. Well worth moving the rocks, isn't it? I probably wouldn't have picked that up with a 6, or maybe because it's a specie. We're pretty good on those, but that's good depth, you know. It's where the 5 still has its uses. I can't afford a 7, so I use this old girl. And they're still bloody good detectors. Oh, I still got a little bit to go along here, so hopefully a couple more of them.
It may look like we only found gold around here, but that is far from being true.
Oh, it's a shotgun pellet. But yeah, that's how I've been going through all these gullies here. And occasionally it turns out to be a nice nugget. But of course the majority is not. And the march lice are attacking me. Oh, is that a round shotgun pellet? Yes, it is too. Oh, just another piece of lead. Oh, out of my face. Shotgun pellet. I'll move on. I need 2 hands to handle these flies. Oh, I just dug another one of these mean targets. Bit slug of lead. It's a shotgun pellet. Unfortunately, I gotta dig every target, but could have been another 1 or 2 grammer.
We also want to give a big shout out to Matt for his generosity, but also for his hospitality.
Check out his channel on Facebook. It's called Gold Rush Matt.
Yeah, definitely hop over there, give him a follow, and also let him know greetings from us here as well.
You'll love it. Like he's a funny bloke, proper bush style.
Yeah,
he just makes things happen
with whatever is available, and he also does a lot of detecting as well.
He finds some gold.
Very inspiring to see how other people do it out in the bush when they live off grid and build everything themselves.
And you just think like all the infrastructure and machinery, like it's a long way off the road, and same thing over hills and through gullies and rivers. Like, how do they get it all in there?
Yeah, very rough drives up there. Yeah,
it's not like you can just take a road train in there full of materials. Like you got a car, like Land Cruiser and a trailer, and have it in 4-wheel drive. Pretty wild country.
We got a lot of exploring done as well. We went to this old miner's hut
and showed us around. Plenty to see out there. Like
so much history, gold mining history and Chinese history. We didn't even have the time to see it all. No. Once again, we gotta go back there. So.
Oh, we'll definitely be back up there. We just don't know yet when that's gonna be. But we are lucky we had a chance to have a look around Matt's current mining area as well.
He showed us what he does there, washed up with a trommel, washing for gold. It's all interesting, Totally different than over here. I suppose there's not enough water here in WA, so that's why everyone here sort of uses dry blowers, and over there you can use a trommel and wash it.
You helped him put the track back onto his digger?
On the digger, yeah.
Yeah, we're just out here today on one of our mates' leases. Matt's got a bit of an issue with one of his tracks. It came off the digger.
Flat tire.
Flat tire, alright. Big mission to get it back on there?
Bit of a mission there. Even small diggers are hard, not small.
How many tons is this?
30.
Before the boys can get started, they are facing problems with the outside door lock. But nothing that a bit of creativity couldn't solve.
Get out of the swing zone.
Yes.
What holds that out is grease. It's got like a piston in there. It's pumped full of grease and it tightens the trap.
Oh, so that thing is flexible? Or?
Yeah. There's a piston there.
Oh.
It's like a ram. So you got to undo it, push it in, and a heap of grease will fly out there.
To the side?
Yeah, the little grease will come out.
Right.
Get the track back on and then fill it back with grease. Tension.
Oh, okay. Have you done this before?
Yeah, Not on something this big.
Look at the size of this bucket. Huge.
I'm going to pull the grease nipple out first and then maybe put a socket on. Pretty fiddly sort of job. Right in a fair way.
Not really, just up against it now. Put that idler back in there now.
Oh, yeah.
See, it's still poured underneath there.
Yeah. That should get better as you bring that side around.
Yeah. It's hooked, is it? Yeah.
When something breaks in the middle of nowhere, the only way of getting it going again is by fixing it yourself. If you can get help from others for bigger jobs, it's a lucky situation to be in, especially considering how remote this place is. Gold miner and neighbor Greg was happy to give the guys a hand.
Looks like hard work.
Yeah, all in a day's work. That's hard work, right? Better have a cold beer, eh? Got a cold beer, eh?
Thanks.
If Matt and Greg look familiar, it might be that you saw them on TV. After 10 years on a popular German show, Matt is now going to start his own gold show, and we wish him great success.
Well, we found gold. We had a good time. I met some new people.
All in all, it was a very good trip. But we had to get out of there because every day it started raining already, and there was more rain approaching. And if you don't leave at a certain time, you're going to be stuck up there for months and months for the wet season.
Yeah. Well, until it stops raining anyway.
Yeah, and then it still takes a while for the rivers to come down. And if it rains again in the headwaters, they come up again. So we made it out of there. And I'm sort of glad we did at that time because the March flies, they
were getting bad,
very bad.
Yeah. And then we got out of there.
And then we got out of there, and I think it's one of my highlights of that trip, being up at the Palmer there.
It was, yeah, mine too. Well, the rainforest and, the Palmer.
Yeah.
I'd never seen the Palmer River before.
We'll definitely be back up there eventually.
Hopefully, yeah. Wouldn't mind catching up with that again. You want to make it a yearly thing.
I do.
It's a long way to drive.
Yeah, unfortunately. Cost us $4,000 just in fuel to get over there and back.
Well, we're just leaving Matt's place and we're just doing a bit of sightseeing on the way out. And we seem to have scored another Toyota. Nah, we're just delivering it for Matt. Taking it out for the wet. Yeah, let's look at this old battery.
That's a big stamper.
Yeah. 10 head. Sick of walking up hills. This is how they used to do it. Old steam engine. Drive the pulley and then a pulley to the battery.
Pretty cool how that's still here.
Yeah, bit of history.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder how they got this stuff in here. It's hard enough driving through this country with a Land Cruiser. Poor old horse must have been working. Ugh. We'll keep going, have a look at the next spot. I think we're going to Maytown.
Maytown is a ghost town right on the bank of the Palmer River. It was first established in 1874 and abandoned in the 1920s. It used to be a very active town during the gold rush, but all that's left nowadays are the remnants of old stores, a cemetery and the replica of a miner's hut. As we were leaving the Palmer River behind us, we were lucky to spot a few more wild horses. Often considered a pest, I can't help but enjoy a herd of galloping, healthy-looking brumbies. This group was different to the mob we saw several times from the camp. I haven't seen any wild horses in Western Australia, so witnessing different herds over in Queensland really warmed up my horse lover's heart. It was the perfect day to visit an old friend of mine. Artex is a brumby I caught in 2015 while I was working on a cattle station. After he followed the station horses into the yards, I managed to separate him from the group and I was immediately in love. My mates who have been looking after him and many other animals told me that Artax is kind of like a therapy horse now. School kids come out here to see him because of his calm nature. He usually puts his head over your shoulder and lets you cuddle him. I'm very lucky that Itchy was grazing close to the gate as well. She's also a Brumby and we raised her on the station. By the time we moved on, it was pouring down rain once again. Something we were going to see on a daily basis in the following couple of weeks. It was the last time we saw the concrete of this crossing. We spent Christmas with our mate Stan on a remote mining lease and had fun detecting, going down to the creek and enjoying the rain. It actually rained that much that we finally made the decision to leave the bush. We couldn't take the main river crossing we used on the way in and instead took a detour via a wider river.
Doesn't look too bad.
Still gotta walk up.
Chrissy's walking the river, see if we can get across. Doesn't look too bad yet. Yeah, it looks fine. I might have to jump in after her in a minute.
This was a dry creek bed only a few days before, and where it flows into the ocean is hundreds of kilometers away, so there are no crocodiles in this area. And we made it across safely. Our journey home covered 5,500 kilometers, and we were glad that it rained less the further south we were going.
Super hot, freezing cold.
Yeah, it is freezing cold. But what a scenic spot.
All in all, our trip went without any breakdowns, until we were almost home.
How many kilometers have we driven in the last month?
Over 10,000.
Over 10,000 kilometers.
And this is our first flat tyre. That is hot.
There it is, went flat instantly.
Great. Nice fun. Nice feeling to change the tyre.
Yeah, beautiful. 45 degrees.
Oh, thanks.
No worries.
At least we've got a little shady tree here.
Yeah. Not much else around here.
Yeah, there's not really much room for it.
That's a good tire holder you got there.
Tyre holder.
So you sort of predicted a flat tire, is that what you're saying?
I did. I was thinking about it because this road is built out of sharp rocks. And as soon as I thought about it, we could hear it.
Big hole in it. So he reckons this is all crushed rocks. Sharp rocks. All of these.
Sharp?
Sharp. Big sharp chunks.
Yeah. Let's build a road out of it.
So the thermometer has been sitting in the shade here. 45.5 degrees. Beautiful weather to be working outside in the sun.
Perfect.
Luckily it didn't take long and we were on the road again and then finally home. We absolutely loved this trip and are definitely looking forward to packing up again, hopefully soon, and go on a prospecting trip. For now, thanks again for tagging along, guys. Stay safe out there. We'll see you soon.